Good afternoon. We're going to speak to you about Ryanair scenario. Its definition basically says that it consists of verbal picture of the sequence of events or situations based on certain assumptions and factors. Scenarios estimate the probable effects of one or more variables, and it's also seen as a possible set of future events. A little bit of basic information about Ryanair is that it has been number one in several rating lists. Its major dependence is of oil prices and economic downturn. It's basically looking for being the cheapest airline company in Europe without compromising the customer service.
In this industry, Ryanair is number one in low-cost carrier market. Ryanair has some competitors such as EasyJet, Aer Lingus, and Virgin Express. They have same goals like low fares and good service. Only two possible suppliers of planes are Boeing and Airbus. Ryanair depends on oil markets, so fewer companies are main suppliers, and also Ryanair has to pay airport tax for parking. For strength, Ryanair has developed a very well-recognized brand name. Also, it expands into Eastern Europe and North Africa. Examples for high service, punctuality, and low baggage loss. For weaknesses, Ryanair has unpredictable customers and limited expansion possibility. It means Ryanair is a niche market. Ryanair seriously depends on oil markets and economic cycle. As we can see from the slide, Ryanair is the most radical low-cost airline. It differs from its closest competitor EasyJet. However, if any company decides to compete on the same basis as Ryanair, there will be heavy pressure on prices and margins. Ryanair battles back with who? Which company? I can say EasyJet. EasyJet is the main competitor. However, as you can see from above, Ryanair has more competitive advantages than EasyJet. It means that customers can get their destination easily when they use Ryanair.
As we told you, what the scenario all about is making possible future predictions. There are different kinds of them, and we are going to introduce you the positive and the negative options. The negative options are like we all know how important is the changing of the fuel costs and the airport fees. The raising of the prices can have negative impact on the financial results of the company. Another threat are the competitors. There is a high possibility that Ryanair won't manage to respond to the competitive pressure. On the other hand, customers are the main target of the company. If the competitors offer better prices, the company will lose its positions on the market. And of course, terrorism and disasters can also have huge negative effects on companies' financial results. We all remember the 9/11 accident, which caused big financial losses to all airlines. And here comes the positive possibilities. Ryanair plans to buy more aircraft by the end of the year. The new aircraft will reduce the consumption of fuel. That is a huge possibility for the company to reduce even more its prices and therefore win more clients. Another good thing which can happen is that the fuel costs may not change sufficiently, so despite the recession, the company may not suffer financial losses or won't be forced to change its prices. The best thing which can happen for Ryanair is to keep its positions on the market, and the numbers are really positive. Therefore, they will be able to pay the debts in short term. For example, the long-term debts will be reduced from 5.6 million to 2 million in the next 5 years.
According to what we have said so far, we think that Ryanair is pointing in a good direction. It is reaching its biggest goal of being the lowest cost airline in Europe without compromising the customer service. One of its challenges is to lower the operational cost. By this, we mean that they should negotiate fuel purchase costs, catering service suppliers, and staff costs. By this, we mean that instead of hiring too many people, they should consider investing on some of their current personnel to make them more multitask. In this way, the company will be more efficient. The scenario of this will be that people won't have to pay for traveling, and Ryanair won't have to rely on the necessity of spending more money on the amount of people that they are expecting to hire. Another challenge is to go 100% online. Our suggestion is to make people aware of e-booking as the fastest and easiest way to purchase the service they wish to get from Ryanair. This way, all customers will manage their flights and bookings from the internet. Another of the challenge would be market expansion versus restricted slot availability. Our suggestion would be to invest more money on aircraft, sending personnel to negotiate alternatives, and renting more airplane parking areas on secondary airports if this is cheapest. The scenario would be the possibility of including North Africa as part of its route destinations as they expect. Thank you so much for your attention.